In Chicago, DJs use hip-hop to raise awareness for the poor in the Philippines. Here to tell us more is Don Tagala.
For the first time in Chicago, more than 30 prominent Phil and nightclub spinners and radio disc jockeys came together for Taking It Back Old School, the ultimate old school party. This Filipino is one of the hottest spin artists in Chicago.
Dreams do come true. I mean, 15 years ago, I listened to the radio DJs. I'm like, I'm gonna be there. One day I'll be there.
Taking It Back Old School is also a reunion of sorts for the Generation X party people.
We used to do this back in the day. It's something we always did, go to battle the DJs.
But for the DJs who donated their time for this event, it's all about giving back to the homeland. Proceeds of the event will benefit the Dela Foundation. Organizers say 100% of the money raised will go to the Iloilo Relief Fund to help victims of the sunken Princess Star Ferry and to the families who lost their homes to Typhoon Frank in the Philippines.
We don't usually have this kind of opportunity, and that's why we're here to help.
Organizers say the event raised more than $10,000 in one night. They're already planning for a bigger and better old school get-together party in 2010. Don Tagala, ABS-CBN News, Chicago.
When you spot DJs at the clubs, you're likely to see them spinning to get the girls dancing all night long. Well, underneath it all, some of them actually spin for more than meets the eye. And to show it, Christine talks to a few DJs with the softer side.
When Typhoon Frank hit Philippines last year, it left over 200 dead, hundreds missing, and thousands homeless. It also sank the Princess of the Star Ferry that carried over 800 passengers. And in the Philippines, about 3,000 children fall victim to cancer each year. With all of this, DJs like Eros Topacio and Jason Dela Cruz want to help, and the big event is tomorrow at White Eagle Banquets. Taking It Back Old School will feature special guest DJ Shy from 103.5, Roger Vergara from High Society, and Wen Paez from the Chicago Supreme DJ team. Along with 30 DJs, it's sure to be a party you'll never forget. There's going to be 3 DJ stations and a special performance by Troy Guy.
I made a promise a long, long time ago that the talents that I have, I would give it back somehow, some way, no matter if it's through a foundation or through a benefit or anything like that. I promised, and this is what I'm doing right now.
And the MC for the night is none other than Jenny Guzanbay from Survivor.
I think it's going to be very exciting. I think it's going to be a lot of energy, and as MC, I'll make sure there's a lot of energy. And I think it's for a super great cause. And the most important thing is that we're all we're really young, and it's nice to see that we're going back to the old school to take care of our homeland.
All the proceeds will go directly to the Iloilo Relief Fund. Eros and Jason partnered with the TIBOS Foundation and started preparing for the event in the beginning of the year.
A lot of these DJs, they're my idols. 17 years old, listening to them at places like Rizal Center, Masters Hall, and to see them here and in person and helping a great cause like this, it's just incredible.
If you want old school, you gotta come up here, and it's for a good cause. And Jason and I will show you a good party.
More than 400 tickets have already been sold for this cause, so hurry if you still want to go.
Hey, a lot of people are going to hear all the great music from old school. It's going to be nice to hear all that music now versus today and today's music, so it's changed a lot. So it'll take everyone back.
So if you like freestyle, house, new wave, or if you just want to dance all night, see you at Taking It Back Old School.
You can learn more about the 3Doves Foundation and how you can help at 3doves.org. Don't forget that Taking It Back Old School happens on May 8th. See you there. You don't have to be a theater buff to be familiar with the little stage production called A Chorus Line. And if you're not, that's all right, because Connie heads over to Columbia College, where she gets an exclusive interview with a legend of the stage.
She's been in a dozen Broadway shows, directed and choreographed all over the world, and was the recipient of the 2003 Lifetime Achievement Asian Woman Warrior Award from Columbia College. Now Bjork Lee has briefly returned back to Chicago to share her triumph with a chorus line.
The show is a chorus line, and it is about a group of dancers that are vying for a position in a Broadway show, and the process that they go through and what the director makes them go through. And this started with a group of dancers on Broadway in 1974 as a session of just talking about, is Broadway dying? How did I get in the theater? And from those tape sessions came a workshop, 2 workshops. And here's the Broadway show 35 years later, still running and still being successful.
The revival that was recently shown at the Ford Center Oriental Theater gave Lee a chance to look back at her own life as a performer when given the opportunity to create the character of Connie Wong.
I am one of the authors of the show. I created a role after my life. I'm one of 17 stories. And yes, it was hard being Asian, being short, and being a woman. But I was very, very lucky very early on. I started very, very young, and I started out as a child. And so most of my shows I played a kid and went to dance and sing, and eventually I met my mentor, Michael Bennett, and he recognized my talent, and he hired me as an adult. And I was his assistant and dance captain, and when the show opened he said, well, you'll get to put it on all over the world, and it came true.
The journey wasn't always in her favor. Lee knew very well that her Indian and Chinese identity would set her apart from the rest.
I was very, very aware of being the only one auditioning, and in the 60s and 70s, you were definitely distinguished. You know, you were not the right type, so they sent you away. And I wanted to be in the business. I wanted to have a career in theater. I studied, and I wanted to be seen. And so I did not give up. I pursued and pursued and pursued. So it was very, very difficult. And I knew that when a chorus line hit the big time, you know, everybody waits for their chance. And chorus line was my chance. A chorus line was my chance. I knew that I was representing my entire community.
Thanks, Bjork. That chorus line looks awesome. Don't go anywhere because we still have a performance you won't want to miss and tips on where to get hot threads. Hi, I'm Marco.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
Wait a minute, something's wrong.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't notice, but I'm wearing 2 different socks.
No, that's not quite it. Wait, let's switch spots. Okay, let's try it again.
Hi, I'm Marco.
And I'm Stephanie. Welcome to The Slant.
Let's do this.
This week, Marco mixes it up with some DJs who are spinning for a cause. Then we sit down with AC and a local author who has some powerful stories to share. Later, Christine gets her thespian on with a remarkable theater company here in the Chi. Natalie jazzes things up with a musician who has a lot of soul. And finally, the dynamic duo of Christine and Connie will show you how to get your summer on in full swing. Marco, where were you just now?
Sorry, I was saving a bunch of orphans from a burning building.
What?
Yeah, it was good I got there on time, because I also stopped the bank from being robbed.
What, are you a superhero now?
No, just simply a DJ that cares.
Right. The Three Doves Foundation may not have capes and flashy outfits, but what they do is pretty heroic, and they have fun while they're doing it. Let's turn it over to the night shift, where a few DJs are spinning your favorite hits for a great cause.
What's up, Chicago? I'm here at the DJs That Care event, where the DJs not only play music, but they give back to the community. D-Double from Las Vegas is ripping it up right now, so let's check this party out.
More than 500 bumped the beats that reminded them of back in the day.
Pretty much what I've been brought up with also, as well as my brother, and also where me and my brother started our roots as far as DJing. Pretty much, you know, getting back with everything like that and seeing all the old faces that we used to see when we were shorties. So that's gonna be a challenge. See if I can remember anybody around here.
But it wasn't just a regular party. 30 DJs played to help Typhoon Fengshan victims and children with cancer in Iloilo.
Especially tonight, I mean, there's a lot of faces that I haven't seen in a long time. A lot of people I grew up with, and I mean, it feels good just to see all these people. And of course, also, you know, to benefit the children, you know, which this is all for.
Organized by Eris Tapaccio and Jason Dela Cruz from Three Doves Foundation, the event raised more than $7,500.
I'm very happy with the turnout right now.
I was a closet DJ for years, and listen to everybody that's in here, every single one of these DJs, and just here to add my support to the whole thing and give my love for music.
The proceeds will be distributed in the Philippines by August, and plans for more fundraising events are in the works.
You can always learn more about the foundation and how to give back at 3doves.org. Don't tell me you were saving more orphans.
No, I was saving the last donut from the break room.
All right, don't go anywhere. There's a lot more ahead.